Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dragon Conquest. Hey, stop you dawdling. Hurry up and get that rock moved. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not really down for this whole being a slave thing that you got going on, so let's see, I need to go find a particular guard. Yeah, you said that. What's that look on your face? Slaves are supposed to have eyes like the dead. You make me sick. Get back to work. Okay, get out of the way, douche nozzles. Let's go back up here into this cave. Now, several years have passed since yesterday. I know, makes a lot of sense, right? You look different. Ha ha ha, you slaves are lucky, lucky people. What better way to spend your entire lives than working to build the exalted White King's paradise? You know, living them out, being free, healthy. Harry, look out, Hero 5. We can't loaf around here, otherwise we'll be in for another whipping. Or did you want to talk about yet another escape plan? We've been stuck here for 10 years already, after all. I feel terrible about what happened to your father. Well, it's kind of your fault, Harry. I'm sure you took his last words to heart, and you want to set about finding your mother. I envy you. There's nothing left out there for me. My brother will have been made king by now. Still, there's no use feeling sorry for myself. Better get back to work. Work, 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 all day long. Work, 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 pushing my rock. Do you like some water? You know there are monsters around outside the place. At least we can feel safe here. It's all thanks to the great ruler. Yay! What do you gotta say? This is terrible. They made my little sister Maria a slave. I wish there was something I could do, but I can't possibly act against the great ruler. Oh dear. I really shouldn't have said all that to one of the slaves. And apparently we forgot everything we learned in Lots of Locks. And it's bedtime. Because even slaves need their sleep. Right, that's enough for today. Off to yourselves, everybody. It'll be an early morning again tomorrow. See, we aren't slaves, we're prisoners with jobs. Awake at last, are you, Hero 5? You seemed a bit agitated. You weren't having another bad dream about being whipped, were you? You bring it on yourself most of the time, you know. We slaves have to keep our heads down if we want an easy life. Who'd have thought I'd ever turn out to be the obedient one? Ha ha ha. You know, you're kind of a piece of shit, Harry. I'm still mad about that whole thing that went down with my dad. And I'm pretty sure you have to talk to, like, everyone in here to get out. So, let's just do that. I know Harry and this chick are definitely people you have to talk to. However, always found it a little bit difficult to get along with the Order's philosophies, so it's actually quite a good thing that I angered him and was made into a slave. Now I can see how so many people have been forced into working for the good of the Order. I've also heard talk that the Order of Zugzwang is being controlled by some kind of terrifying power. The question is, who's going to stand up and confront it? Will it be you? Will it be you? Might it be you? See that girl? She was a follower of the Order, but they made her into a slave. Something about her going against the Orders and trying to protect a child slave or such like. Brother is a soldier for the Order cell, would you believe? I can't believe they treat her so harshly. I would. They're the Order. The First Order. Star Wars. This used to be our sacred place of worship before the Order of Zugzwang came along. I still have faith, though. Even after all that's happened to us, I know we'll all be saved. Eventually. Have you heard the gossip? Apparently when the temple's finished, we're all going to be set free. I never heard any such rubbish. You'd have to be a complete fool to believe that. It's just propaganda that they put out to make us work harder, that's all. Yeah, fake freedom news. Honestly, there's no helping some people. They tell you gullible's been removed from the dictionary, too? It was all your father's death that made me change my tune and become more serious and submissive. Can't believe it's been 10 years already. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? Or, you know, when the only person you get to live with is the person that got your dad killed. Okay, so... Okay, maybe I need to talk to everybody again, because I've talked to literally everyone in here. This might also be a timed thing, so... I'm not sure. I know that whenever I played this on my own not too long ago, that it just eventually worked and happened. Okay, come on. Come on, come on. I always found it a bit difficult to... Yeah, I gathered that from what you said. I looked into the poo pot. Talked to all the sleeping codgers. Let's see. Hey, old lady. Yep, you're still an old lady. 10 years now since you were brought here as a kid and forced into slavery. Sounds like you have a pretty tough time of it, huh, poor thing? Oh, I technically didn't talk to you. Hey, it's you. You're the one whose old man was killed by the people of this temple, eh? You know, you must never forget the pain you felt that day. A strong feeling like that makes the difference between life and death here. There we go. I missed a person. Get to work, or do you want to feel my whip again? Whack, whack! Dude, you need to watch out with that whip, or I'm going to take it away and shove it up your ass. All I'm saying. So, now that we've... actually, let's make sure that we talk to this guy again. Just so we can make sure we don't skip a story trigger. Okay, you still have the same shit to say. Yeah, you really shouldn't be talking to the prisoners with jobs like that. And... Harry's not here. Let's go down. Let's see where Harry is. Go slave around with him. I don't really feel like pushing rocks. I'm just going to walk around, not do my slave job. Oh, hey, something's going on down here. Hey, it's Maria. One of the slave girls is being whipped. You stupid girl, how dare you make my shoes dirty? You need some sense beaten into you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Never. You've only just become a slave, haven't you, girl? So maybe it's best that I hammer at home what their new life's going to be like. Ah! Huh, that cretin. Where'd you appear from all of a sudden? I don't think I can stand to watch this any longer. Well, that's good, because I feel like whipping their asses. Come here, Chota boy. Hey, you want a piece of the action too, do you? I'd be more than happy to oblige. Oh, slave drivers, you just made a big mistake. We have no weapons right now, but we do have our magic. And Harry is apparently having a rough go of it. Actually, let's heal Harry. And I'll see if Harry can actually punch for shit. Eh, he's punching for about the same that Frizz did. Let's get a buff on Harry and have him punch again. And buff really helps out whenever you already have defense going on. Great. Harry is weak as shit, because he's a level 1. And we don't have any equipment on at all. So, let's cast another whoosh, cast another frizz, and maybe, yeah, one of them should die from that. Good. Good, good. You'll all feel my wrath. Oh, you're gonna use a medical herb. Let's negate that real quick. And we'll get a good mid-heal on ourselves. Harry with a whoosh again. And yeah, that's why you shouldn't have slaves that can launch fucking fire from their goddamn hands. And Harry's going to be getting some levels, because he starts at level 1. Apparently all this time being a slave didn't help his stats at all from when he was a kid. Go Harry. Okay. What's going on here? What's all this fuss about? These two boys just came and attacked me for no reason. And the girl? Yeah, she was making a fuss too, see? Very well. See that she's getting medical treatment at once. Sorry? Yeah, right away. And throw these two boys in jail. Yes, sir, I'm all about throwing boys in jail. Ha ha. We'll make a party out of this. This is bad news. Still, I suppose it's better than getting whipped. Harry, you need to stop being the optimist. I suppose there's nothing we can do. May as well just relax and enjoy the break, eh? Well, I am going to keep training and running in circles. And jail door's locked. Jail door's locked. I don't have the key for it. We're not going to get that key till damn near the end of the game. You know what? I'm going to bother you again. I wonder how long they're planning on keeping us here. Hey, it sounds like someone's coming. Oh, hey, it's Maria and that soldier dude. And they're coming in here. I guess she's going to jail too. What do you suppose that was all about? Let's go and have a quick look. And we're going to do the moonwalk over here. Because good coding. Good coding on you, Armor Games, and whoever else. I can't remember the other publisher on this. Not Enix, but the team they farmed it out to. Thank you so much for coming to my rescue before. Oh, you're... Come this way. Hey, we finally turned around. Good. I can't thank you enough for helping my little sister. Maria, my name's Joshua. I thought this of you before, but you seem different from the other slaves. Your eyes are alive somehow. That's why I've chosen you to ask this favor. Will you hear me out? Yeah, beats sitting in a cell. You see, it's just a rumor, but... Well, there's whisper that all the slaves will have to be killed when the temple's finished to keep what happened here a secret. The thought of that happening to my beloved Maria, so I'm begging you, please take her away from here. When you were brought here all those years ago, your money and belongings were dumped into that barrel that we conveniently still have 10 years later. They're not moldy or rusted at all. This is where slaves are brought when they die. The barrels are used for floating their bodies away from here. I know it must sound like a horrible idea, but if you float away in one of those barrels, you may just make it out alive. But you have to hurry. Get inside that barrel quick before someone finds us here. Up. Bottoms up. And now we're going to Moses away in a litter down the stream. Joshua undoes the chain around the barrel and, closing his eyes in prayer that it makes it to safety, sets it free. Hopefully we don't go over a waterfall. That would just be cliche. On we drift. So, no longer a slave. That was a good 10 minutes a slave. Ah, shit, there's that waterfall. Actually, I didn't remember there being a waterfall out of here. I was just making a joke at that. You know, there was no water going into that pond where the barrels were, and yet it's all going out that waterfall. That just doesn't make any damn sense. Like, water has to come from somewhere to keep a waterfall going. Otherwise, it just stops. Like, if you want to test this at home, get a cup of water and poke a hole in the side and see if it just keeps dripping forever without more water going in. Yay, science. And because it's a cutscene, we're going to get some nice lag as the barrel works its way towards land. And Henry doesn't have any damn gear. Wonderful. Or Harry. Henry, I can never keep his name straight between the Super Famicom version and this version of it. Oh, hey, look, we're about to wash up on shore. That's probably us and not a barrel full of dead people. So we wake up in this, none of the above. Ah, what a relief to see you. Awake at last. You must have been exhausted, child. You've been sound asleep for 5 days now. I was starting to worry that you'd never wake up. I still can't get over the shock of how you got here, in a barrel of all things. Your companion's been telling me all about it. You escaped from the most awful-sounding place, poor child. This is Heavens Above Abbey, and we sisters are all nuns of the Order of the Above. Please rest here until you feel well again. Okay, well, I'm going to guess if there's a quiz that the answer is D. None of the above. Oh yes, we found these clothes amongst your belongings. The things you had were in such a state that we thought it would be best if you spruced up a bit. So, do we have our gear? Okay, we're equipped again with, like, all our shit. And we have a turban now. Again. Hero 5, you're finally awake. And you've changed everything. Ah, yes. You did bring a few things with you. I'm a slave! I didn't have shit to bring with me. They gave me the same stuff I had as a child that somehow still fits me 10 years later. Look at me, though. Still every bit the slave. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Much more important is that Maria is going to take part in some kind of baptism ceremony so she can live here from now on. You're probably not really in the mood, having just woken up, but we should go along and watch. I mean, it beats pushing fucking rocks. Now we call upon the goddess to bestow her blessing on our new friend Maria. We thank the goddess that you found your way here to us at Heavens Above Abbey, dear friend Maria, and we call upon the Almighty One to grant you her blessing on this day. Abbess, above all, pours ruby-colored liquid slowly from the glass and hands it to Maria, and then sprays it fucking everywhere. With this symbolic drink, we pray that the protection of the goddess now flows within and around you. Henceforth, you will dedicate yourself to your studies, such that the beauty of your blessed soul may never be sullied. This concludes our ceremony. Now, let us all return to our duties. Speaking of which, I've been in a barrel for a couple days, and I need to... Do you guys have a jar somewhere that I could make duties in? Well, Harry went out this way. Let's go see what he's up to. Sorry I came out without saying anything like that, Hero 5. I knew Maria all the time we were slaves, and yet I never noticed until today how beautiful she is. I wonder if she's planning on staying here forever. It's not as if we could even stay with her if we were inclined to. Oh well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do from here. Let me know when you're leaving, won't you? I think we have to talk to the none of the above first. Either her or Maria. Possibly both. Ah, yes, yeah, I get it. You found my shit. Let's go up here, and I think you're just a save point. Wayward sheep of the Great Shepherdess. Welcome home. Yeah, you can help me by pointing me in the right direction of the next story trigger. Oh, you're finally up and about again. It's such a relief to see you looking well. I haven't really thanked you properly for bringing me to safety like my brother asked. It's so awful to imagine him and all those poor slaves still stuck out there in that wretched place. I feel truly blessed to be here and to be free. The goddess must have a hand in my good fortune. My brother gave me this, and I want you to have it, Hero 5. Received 1,000 gold coins. I hope it'll come in useful. I have faith that the courage you and Harry have will be like a beacon to guide our troubled world into the light. Okay, well, we have money now, so let's go. Are you ready to go now? Yes. It's about time you set off and search your mother, I suppose. I don't really have anywhere special to go. Can I tag along with you? Sure. Brilliant! Now that's decided. Let's get going. I'll go and tell everyone we're leaving. You wait here. Okay, looks like we're getting a nice farewell. So you're leaving us. I hear you're embarking on a journey in search of your mother. Perhaps you might be able to find some clues at the large town to the north of here. Take care, my child. Thank you so much for everything. I'm going to pray here every day for all those poor slaves still imprisoned at the temple. And I shall also be praying that you manage to find your mother, Hero 5. Take care on your travels. I'll never forget you. You're a grown man now, Hero 5. It's up to you to find your own way through the journey of life. But you must never feel alone. Remember that the goddess is watching over you always. I'll be praying for her to guide you on your journey. Well, pray that she helps us out with a few RNG things, because we've got some stuff we want to do relatively early in this chapter to make the rest of the game a fair bit easier. Harry joins Hero 5. Well, they said there's a big town to the north, and they did not disappoint. Now, there is a casino in this town, and if you're familiar with me and Dragon Quest games, you know that we're going to be spending some time here. You can trade in your casino tokens here for all sorts of exciting things. You currently have... Oh dear, you don't have any at all. Come back when you've got some. Well, let me go get some. Welcome to the casino token vending area. You currently have 0. Each one costs 20 gold. How many would you like to purchase? I'll get 1 for now. 1 token, that'll be 20 gold. Is that okay? Yes. Thank you and have a lucky day. Just getting that so I can show off what we're going to do. Trading your blah blah blah. You currently have 1. Would you like to exchange them for a prize? What do you want? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Metal King Sword. We're going to get a couple Metal King Swords. 3 of them, to be exact. And a Gringham Whip. I'm going to be here for a while. We're going to do this between the episodes. I want to go take care of something else so that we feel a little more fulfilled before this episode rounds out. Because if you come over here, there's a monster daycare. I'm Monty, the famous monster monitor, but I'm sure you've heard of me, haven't you? Of course, Monty! How couldn't I? There's a twinkle in your eye that I like, mister. A kind twinkle. I don't really like where this is going, Monty. Listen, you're a great guy and all, but I wouldn't mind betting you could tame Monty. Oh, Kelly, whew! This is going in a way different direction than I thought. What? How'd you go about that? Let me explain. First, you need to get a hold of a wagon. Then you need to fight the monsters, but not with any malice in your heart. Nah, you need to feel the love. Okay, Monty, this is where I thought you were going. I'm not on board for loving with monsters. When the monster feels your compassion, they'll ask if they can join your party. But they only respect adversaries who are stronger than them, which means you need to defeat them first. Well, did you follow that? Yes. Good, I bet someone like you could befriend dozens of monsters. Of course, having a wagon, yeah, I get it. That's right, Command. I can look after your surplus. Okay, well, let's go get a wagon. I'm sure they sell a wagon here in town somewhere. Probably in this house up here, or down those stairs. One of the two of them. I can't remember which. We'll check the house, though. It's not the house. Unless I have to come back at night. Because, in this game also, there are different things that you can do at day and night in different towns. That really is the... Okay, no, I can go all the way around to not have to deal with that guy who's going to overcharge me for shit. Well, this is a jail. And we'll be back here after we get some keys. One of these places will sell us a wagon. Well, 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 I am Mystic Marula. Please, the fortune teller, fortune tellers. Usually I'm only telling fortunes at night, but for you, I will be doing it during the day. Oh, great. I don't have an option. Okay, yeah, I get it. Just tell the damn fortune. The big, big hand of evil is casting a whopper of shadow all over the world. Ha ha ha, believe it if you will, or don't if you want. Well, at least you didn't charge me money for that bullshit. So, I think it has to be night for me to go buy a wagon from that dude. Which means I need to get Harry a weapon first. Harry, what can you equip? You can get equipped a chain sickle, a chain whip. We'll get you a chain whip. Because we're going to have Harry for a bit here. So we might as well equip him decently. For the stuff that I'm going to get at the whatchamacallit, the casino there, I'm going to be doing the slots for it, because that's really the only game you can get to pay off in decent enough chunks to get stuff in a relative amount of time. And there is a mild chance that that tomorrow's video may be delayed, just based on our progress with that. There's also a mild chance that I work it a little bit each time in each video, or between each video. So we'll see. Right now, I'm just marching around to make it nighttime. So we're getting a rare episode where I don't cut anything out, because I'm still talking here. And we need it to be night so we can go buy the wagon. The wagon will let us start recruiting monsters, and there are two monsters in particular that I want to recruit. We need the wagon to progress at all. But the first monster is going to be coming up relatively quickly. Like, if not tomorrow's episode, then the next one. Probably going to end up getting it between episodes, to be honest. Because I'll show off which one we're going to get, or show off a bunch of monsters and let you guys guess in between episodes which one we're going to get. But we definitely need one. Okay, that's night enough. Casino's still open because obviously the casino would be open all hours of the night. The Curiosity Shop, where that asshole bird that steals your items in Majora's Mask takes things, you'll be needing yourself a wagon. I want to say 3,000 gold for a wagon. Guys can't resist to giving you a discount. How's 300 sound? Yeah, we'll take it for 300. Yee-haw, you got yourself a deal. I'll put your wagon outside and you have yourself a mighty fine trip, partner. Oh, just before you saddle up and move out, you might want to stop in on old Monty the Monster Monitor. He's a regular crackerjack when it comes to using wagons. He's the expert if you're looking for advice. No, I talked to Monty. Monty, I need a restraining order from. It kind of weirds me out a touch. Okay. So we now have a wagon. And I'm going to come back next time, hopefully with some of the gear that I need. And we will continue on with our journey. I hope to see you then. Thanks again for watching as we continue our journey through Dragon Quest V. Have a good one.